My bad. I forgot I was live. I was doing too much. Hold on, my bad. Yo, hold on one more second. All right, I'm back. The only thing is everything from that store was in the packet. That envelope, I mean. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? Greetings, greetings. Thanks for stopping through. I had just started this live because um I was having some issues today and I wanted to talk to y'all about Chase Bank. Not just Chase Bank, but just in general when you're trying to make these moves and how many blocks that you get up, when you look a certain way. So I had on on April the 25th, I had set up a trust account with Chase Bank. Well, I attempted to. They told me it would take 7 to 10 days for them to get back to me, and they did not. So I went in there on like the 12th day, and I said, "What's going on? I haven't heard from nobody." And she said that, "Oh, we couldn't approve your trust account because you had special characters for the name." I said, "My trust is in my beneficiary name. So how can that be a special character or something you can't do?" She said she couldn't do it. So I told her to give me back my paperwork. And she said, "Why do you want your paperwork back?" Ain't that some shit? I said, "Give me my paperwork back. If you're not doing what I asked you to do, you don't need to have my securities right here and just random people can fucking walk by and see my stuff." So yeah, it was a revocable. So anyway, I got my stuff back, and it's now 20 days later. Nobody still have ever called me and told me what the problem was. So I went in there today, and I said, "So was y'all ever going to tell me what the problem was with my account or whatever?" And she was like scrambling, trying to get everybody to explain to me this, that, and the third. And I'm just getting upset, more upset. And I said, she was like, "Well, if it's too difficult, you can go to another bank." Yeah, I had the trust EIN. I had that shit. I have everything I needed. And she said, "Well, you can go to another bank if this is too complicated for you." I said, "That sounds like something y'all tell black people." So she started to clear her throat and shit. But you can clear your throat as many times as you need to and go ask as many white people as you need to. But what you're doing seems a little bit illegal. I haven't notified nobody yet because I was waiting to see what the problem was. But I am going to do that. Um, so with her nasty attitude, she said she was going to run it again so she can get a clearer answer on what the problem was. But I was like, I'm just my husband said to go and try a different bank. So I tried to go to some bank called Herring Bank or some shit like that. And they had me on the phone for 30 minutes. And then he said, "What are you putting in your trust?" And I told him what I was putting in my trust. And he says, "Well, what else do you have?" Okay, so for one of the things was my real estate securities I have in the trust. But my real estate securities is just for the one that pissed me off was Chase. This next one I'm talking about is Heron Bank. And Heron Bank said it gotta be something in it for us. So I said, okay, how much is it to open up my trust account at your bank? He said, how much is the assets you putting in your trust? I said, what does that have to do with the price that it costs to um open up the account? And he goes, well, it has to be, we have to get something out of it too. And I could not help myself but to laugh at him when he said that shit. And he was like, no, because we want you, we're going to base off how much you pay for your trust account off of your um assets. I said, okay, one of my assets is worth multi-million dollars. So what is the fee to open the account? So he goes and says, well, I want to schedule you an appointment so you can bring down all of your documents and we can go over everything that you have in value and then we'll tell you how much it costs to open that account. So I passed on him because I don't know what kind of crooked shit they had going on, but you have to have a set fee of how much you charge somebody to open an account. You don't get to say you get a percentage of my wealth. That's ridiculous. So I said, since it was literally across the street from where we was at, I said I'm going to go to um, Wells Fargo just to ask them what is the process to open up the trust, because I want a bank that I can walk into. I don't want a bank in another state or another country. I don't want to do any of that. So I went to Wells Fargo thinking they was going to have a whole bunch of bullshit with them because of course it's Wells Fargo. And she says, I just need $25 and it'll be active the same day you open. But I can't see you until Monday at 2. She ain't asked me how much I was worth, how much my assets was, what I was putting in my trust, none of that shit. All she did was look at my documents. That's it. So I was pissed off earlier when all of this shit started happening, but when I went in there and got a simple answer for a simple question, it made me feel better. But I was like, I'm so exhausted with trying to do all of these fucking processes. I am so exhausted with putting all this money out. I mean, I can go through $500 in one day just paying for processes to be done. It's just time consuming and it's financially draining. And I'm so exhausted. And I really feel like, um, wow, I actually read on a trust that I had made up for me because I hired somebody to do it. Um, um, as far as the Colorado state law. And I was reading over the trust when she was, oh, that's another thing the policeman said. I said, what else is, mhm, exactly, that's what I was telling my husband. They know. I think he was lying in my kingdom when I said one of my documents is my birth certificate. And he said, how much is that worth? And I said, it's worth multi-millions of dollars. He said, I never heard that before. I said, you never heard of your birth certificate is worth money, is a bond? He said, no, but you learn something new every day. So why the fuck did you just ask me how much my fucking bond was worth then? You see how they fucking be playing, acting like they don't know nothing to right. They just want to see what we know. So, what the fuck was I saying before I got distracted? Oh yeah, this Verizon being able to open it right away, I'm grateful because I'm really only trying to cash the security. And the only way I can cash this bitch is if I have a trust fund. So I'm like, fuck, that's why I keep on trying to work this out so I can get it done with. So I don't have to be broke. I could just cash one of my bonds. Um, but anyway, I got that done. And this uh this court system here in the district attorney's office, they are all trying to take their time with doing my processes that I submitted to them. Um, I told you about the car dealership that tried to sue us for not paying the car note. I told y'all that the judge asked me what did I want her to do with the case, and I said I want them to produce the 2046 form proving that they paid it for me so I can handle this debt real quick. And so she did, and they did not. They did not follow through on the case, and she dismissed it. So even though I'm getting extremely exhausted and tired of doing all this shit, it's working. It's working. Now it's like they're making this shit so difficult for you so that you can stop, so you'll quit. I was just talking to somebody yesterday. I don't know if you want here today, but I was talking to somebody yesterday, and she said when she answered the phone, she sounded like she was dying. And I'm sitting up here like, damn, I was just on the phone with her a couple of weeks ago, and it was all light to her and her husband. And then I talked to her, and she was so defeated. She said, I don't even know where to go from here now that they stole all my shit. And I'm like, look, they won't make it easy. They're going to try to block us. They're going to try to lie to us. The best thing I could tell y'all to do is remember to always stay recording. You never stop recording. And if you fucking run out of space, then that's on your ass. You better have different extra storage spaces if you're recording something, because they're going to lie, and then they're going to say that you lied, or they're going to say that they didn't do something, and you need to be able to prove it. Now, I told y'all every time I go to the courthouse for to do something, I check on all my cases. Now, for shits and giggles, yesterday, what was today? Friday, Wednesday, I was in the courthouse with my daughter getting some stuff done, and I said, "Can you run my name and tell me how many evictions I had this year?" And she said, "There's no evictions for you. I don't see any." I said, "Well, can you tell me how many written of possessions I had for this year?" Well, she said, "Well, not from this court." And I recorded that too. I'm gonna put a little short video up so y'all can hear it. But yeah, she said, "You've not been evicted in this court. You've not had no possession writs in this court. So if they evicted you, they didn't evict you from any documents from this court." I was like, okay, I guess I'll be back next week to ask y'all again. So the amount of lawsuits I have going in this one fucking city is outrageous. But I was just like really trying to talk to my tribe because I'm really like crashing. I'm crashing. I'm trying to give up on what I'm doing, especially when I see how it's working. I see this shit working, but it's fucking difficult when you're doing it by yourself. And as much as the people around me know what I'm doing and I'm teaching them, they are of no assistance for me in my mental space of what I actually need for me. And it's just exhausting. Yeah, my trust is under my DBA, and I was trying to put all of my I have a lot of copyrights I was trying to put in there too. So as soon as I said to the Harry bank manager, I have multiple copyrights I need to put in there. That's when he really got greedy. He really got greedy. They know the value of what we doing. They know it. He gonna say that he can tell me how much it's gonna cost me to um open my account once he can calculate up everything I have. They so fucking crooked. And I keep on studying and I keep on studying and studying and I study, but I actually go out and I put into play every single thing that I study. Everything. I don't just learn shit and don't do it. Whatever I learn, I execute that shit. And I'm just, y'all need to know, like, I've been doing this shit for, yeah, it's been 2 years now. We started doing this in 2021 when we learned this stuff. And It's just a lot. Yes, I did. I got all my shit recorded. I deposited my stuff with the clerk of court. They tried to play me at the clerk's off the court office. They said, I said, can I get that certified? They said, yeah, you will come back in 2 days. We'll give it to you certified. I said, that sounds funny. That sounds funny. You telling me to come back to get a certification when you right here and you can certify that shit. But I'm recording you. So for every single lie that they fucking tell, I always let them know. Are you sure about that? Because I'm recording you. In the state of Colorado, this is a fucking one party consent, nigga. A one party consent. I don't need nobody motherfucking permission to record them in any way, whether it be with a video or a audio. So I'm just building up my case. I have a racketeering case in Colorado Springs that spanned from the courthouse to the DA to the district to the sheriff's department, the police department, and the property management companies here. It's outrageous. I know. That's what I said because when I went to the recorder's office, she gave me my certified copy right away. So how come the recorder's office can give it to me right away, but you can't? You the fucking court. So yeah, I don't believe nothing they say. I just let them keep digging themselves in the hole. And we shall see what happens. But I am definitely fucking tired of all of this. I have to get to yeah, Colorado is out of pocket. Are you from Colorado? Shit, I wish I had somebody here that knew this shit that I could work with. My God, I'm exhausting myself talking to my fucking self. I talk to myself all day long. I'm like, what you think about that process? And then I come back like, bitch, I don't know. I'm learning like you. I'm a fucking nut job. But yeah, I just kind of needed a little bit of keep it going, sis, or some shit. I don't know. Because I'm not getting it. Oh, wow, really? That's what's up. Um, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. My daughter's getting married on around June the 15th. And I have to go to Philadelphia to go to her wedding, and I'm excited about her marriage and stuff. But I feel like I should be so much more ahead in my processes than what I am right now, and I'm just irritated because this trust shit has uh, held up me questioning my security, and I really wanted to do something really nice for my daughter for her wedding, and I just feel like damn, they really thank you, they really will break their neck to make sure we don't have what we want to live a comfortable life. And I'm just over it. I just read on the damn trust documents that I had a lawyer do up for me because I didn't read the whole thing. It's like a lot of pages. So when she said it's somewhere in your trust account that uh in the certificate of trust, she said you have businesses in there that they didn't like or some shit. She said I have the recording. I'm gonna play the recording for y'all and put it in the video upload. But she said something about I said you can't say that you can't do my trust because of the beneficiary characters that's on my name because I called Chase Bank headquarters and they said that wouldn't stop them from giving me a trust. So do run that again. So she said, well, there was other things. There was the businesses that you had in a trust. I said, what fucking businesses are you talking about? And then she said, well, I don't really know. Don't talk to me about what you don't really know. Only talk to me about what you know. She got mad at me and went to go get some other dude, some white dude. This is a black sister who was shaking the whole time I was talking to her. And she kept saying, "Well, I just filed paperwork. I don't really know any of this stuff." That is not an excuse. Nobody gets an excuse anymore with me. You don't get to fucking say I didn't know. You just not doing that with me no more because I'm gonna call you on that shit. I'm so tired of this shit. She said the business is in a trust. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? It's only one. It's only me on the trust. I don't have no other trustees. I don't have no beneficiaries. I said I'm not doing none of that yet. Right now, I'm just trying to get my affairs in order. So all that shit was just a way to deter me from um handling my estate. I had to. That's right. No fucking excuse. That's what I said. I said, how can I get all the way to that motherfucking finish line and then they pushing me? No, on the phone. Look at, and they pushing me back. As soon as I get right there to that finish line, they pushing me back. And I'm like, damn, if my family just supported me, I can go so fucking hard, yo. I can go so fucking hard if I had the support I need of my fucking family. But it's just not there. And I don't think that shit is intentional. They just don't believe nothing I'm saying. My oldest daughter, the one that's getting married, she I ain't even gonna say this because she's listening. So we was we was talking to somebody. They was talking about jail or the court or something like that. And she goes, "Nah, that shit ain't right, Ma. You hear this?" So that means that she's listening, right? She's listening. So that shit made me happy because she's the oldest. I sent her to school all over the world. She studied in about three different countries. She has three different degrees, and the goal was to be um, a politician and a lawyer. She wanted to go to fix the shit from the inside. So she got a little bit distracted. My daughter got sick with the cancer, um, and then she had to recover. So now she's back doing well. The cancer is 100% gone. We are at the 2-year mark of her being off the chemo and cancer free, and it's still looking good. So I'm just really feeling that we turned the corner on her health and everything that was holding her back from achieving her goals that she had worked so very hard for. She had three. She had received three degrees at the age of 25 years old. Um, yeah, then it just, I don't know. But I'm happy. I'm grateful. Everything is working out, and she's listening now. She goes to court with me every day. Whenever I go down there, she's going to court with me, and yeah, it's just I do have that support of my oldest daughter. I feel like we're getting back on track because originally we both of us was in college together for law. So I had my first daughter when I was 13 years old. So we pretty much grown up together, going to school together, you know. But she is learning about this consumer law stuff. And the kids, the baby, a bill collector called her. And a bill collector called her boyfriend. They live together. So she says, I don't think you could be calling us because I think that's illegal. And I think you owe us 1,000. I said, "Yeah, the children are listening, even if the fuck they don't say it to your face, they don't act like it in front of you. Um, they might even be problematic for you, but they are listening. They are listening." And it just helped me out when TikTok also repeated what I said. Because she sent me a TikTok video of something I was talking about. And I was like, oh, I'm glad somebody's getting to you. However the message is received, who gives a fuck? As long as they get it. But yeah, she said, I think that's $1,000 you calling me. They say, oh, you don't want me to call you no more. We'll take you off the list. Oh man. But I wouldn't I wouldn't trade the knowledge and information that I've learned doing this for anything in the world. Because I woke up out of the womb and I said something is wrong. There's a lie being told. I remember living in the projects with my parents, and I had such a lovely home with love and food. But when the elevator in the project went out, I had to walk up and down 10 flights of steps. And somehow for me, that did not seem righteous that I would have to walk up steps. So I've known since I was a child that this is backwards. And I'm so glad that the mushrooms, because that's how I came to this. The mushrooms told me where to go to find my answer. Yeah, I know. But I feel like when we trying to tell our family stuff, oh, I need to go and talk to my husband. My husband is going through a trial right now. Um, I know that I'm getting the chills because I'm walking in the rain. I needed to ground myself. So I know y'all know me and my husband had separated, and we was going through a lot of stuff. Uh, about a week and a half ago, I saw him, and he looked past it. So I was like, I need to really know what's going on with you because the actions that you're doing are not normal for you. And he tells me his white coworker called him a nigga, said he'd kill him and pulled a gun out on him. And my husband reported it to his boss. And his boss said it was squash because he talked to the bull. My husband said, that's not enough. My life is threatened, so I'm going to go ahead and have to make this police report. So he made the police report, and then he went and took it to the head of the company. She fired him. In case y'all did not hear what I said. My husband, who is black, who is an Aboriginal man, working for a security company, he had a hate crime put against him, a hate crime of that, a hate crime they put it in his fucking life. And not only did they do nothing about it at work, they fired him for reporting it. Oh, honey, remember we record everything. That's why I tell y'all when this documentary about our life is finished, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic because we record everything. But yeah, so I'm trying to let his life his way, and I'm here. But the absolute nerve of these motherfuckers, my husband's life is in danger, and then they fired him. So he's like, he said to me, I don't know what to do, babe. I feel like I'm about to kill a lot of people. So I said, I thought something was going on with you. I don't know what the fuck you ain't say nothing to me, but you could have been told me. I'd have killed them niggas with you. But y'all know how that shit go. He applied for the sheriff department and the police department, and he got in both. This fool starts the police academy in October, but we gotta get to fucking October, right? So he applied for a seasonal position um with the state, with the city. And they said, we hired you, like you approved, we're gonna get your job. We just need a copy of your registration and your insurance. We can't find that registration for the car anywhere. And we do not pay insurance. Y'all know goddamn well we do not play those games. So he actually said, if I don't have that insurance, how does that work out? And she said, you gotta have it because you might need to. I guess they need to use it for when they're working on them, using the vehicles and stuff like that. I don't know, but that just went and took his fucking energy all the way down to zero again. So he's like, how the fuck am I going to pay for the fucking insurance when these bitches just fired me? So I'm like, oh my God, it's always something. It's always something. They was fired me right before our daughter get married. Think about that. So we go from having a whole lot of money that we needed to get where we need to go to not having it at all because they fired him because his life was threatened. Hmm. I don't know. Just yeah. I was actually very, very scared for my husband. And I was talking to one of my sisters, and I said to her, I have to put my emotions aside, my feelings aside, and everything that he did to me to make me feel so angry and hateful towards him. I gotta put that aside because I literally see him back as a friend. I see it, and I know for a fact that I am strong and I can handle all this bullshit. I will have a fucking tantrum. I will get mad, and then I'll smoke a blunt, and then I'll smoke a fucking blunt, and then I keep it moving. Not everybody can do that. He's not a person that can do that. He's sitting here thinking he's the worst husband in the world that can't take care of himself or his fucking wife. And that's what they want from him. They want him to feel like that. They want all y'all brothers to feel like that. Yeah. They want all of us to, okay. They want all the women to feel like whores and useless. And they want the men to feel useless and not men. Oh, I forgot. Okay, let me get off of here, y'all. I'll be back on here later. I'm in the car.